What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Huh? Okay, in this one we're gonna be building backrooms in Minecraft. We're live. Sorry, I just got like mega confused. Discord has a new thing apparently that's like, hey, looky here. You can apparently at time. That's a thing now, I guess. I don't know. I think it's something like I could add a specific time zone. I'm not sure. I'll have to play with that later in staff and ping T-Jock specifically and only T-Jock. Hi, Skatey. Hi, Pro Roxy. Hi, Stone White. Hi, Nathan. It's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I'm your moderator. If you don't pay me, I'll get a huge wave of bacteria. Leave me out in the open instead. That has nothing to do with paying you. Yeah, this is the Wendy's drive-thru. Hi, Chris. Hello, Atticus. Okay, I'll get to this in a second. Yeah, this is what I was working on this morning. So, what has changed? I don't know. Great question. A lot. I added lights and stuff here and more not pipes. Yes, pipes. There's one other thing that I worked on. I had 12, although that wasn't what I was thinking. Why is there an opening there? Whatever. I feel like there was something else that I did, specifically me, myself, and I. The river? Yeah, there's probably a couple other things. Finish a sub level for 0. I've been working on this a ton, because I am trying to get some things complete here. This is current goal right now for me. This is a sub level to level 6. So if I go up here, you'll see, yippee, level 6, my favorite. Best no clip of all time. You trip over a fallen branch and you no clip into not into the level, into this level though, which is just trees basically, like dead trees. Hello, Dreamy. Hello, Wrecked. Hello, Georgie Bros. Georgie Bros and Chris. Yeah, you're the only two yet. This also goes for the rest. If you want to join, tell me in chat, or if I don't respond, you can ping me on, like, if I don't see your chat message, you can ping me on the server, and I'll see the ping pop up. But, I'm not leaving it open, because people have been joining more than I would like right now, just in general. So, yeah. I wish we could have, like, a you know, a list, so, like, okay, these people can join this world. Please, Mojang, make this a thing. I'm begging you. I wonder if there's actually a mod for it. I don't know how that would work, though, because that'd have to be embedded into Minecraft and not, like, a world mod. Not too long? Alright, let me know when you're on Minecraft. Yeah, Shadow Realm. Spam the MUR34. Yeah, that'll grab my attention quite well. Okay, so I'm gonna carry on with this for now. This is, well, that's a shape. This is suck for sure. It's not exactly the most fun time doing all this, but I could totally have 2 trees here. That'd be funny. Finish the roller ring, cool. And that's off of the... The other one isn't, though. I'm trying to keep it within the grid so I can copy-paste as per usual, and then I'll add different stuff, or like special stuff at the end. And when I say at the end, I mean after it's been structure blocked. Like, there's statues and lanterns and stuff. There's actual lights. I'm just gonna open a slot. Nobody join if you're not a map maker men. Looks like a turtle or something. I don't know. I'm seeing an animal out of that. That's a lot of leaves. La la la. But hi Heidi, by the way. Yeah, I gotta remember to stream the previous chapters before 5 comes out, because I feel like I'm gonna forget. I've been so locked in on Backrooms, it's gonna slip my mind. Said what happened? Why? What did do? That's grammar. I might turn it tonight. Cause I can't see, and if I can't see, you sure as hell can't. That being the chat. I didn't meant to move you, and I didn't. It's good. Oh yeah, I did see you were streaming, actually. I forgot you were doing that. Sure, you can have a couple knots in it. Why not? Something like that. I don't know how good those look particularly. I'm not a huge fan of them, but... the game, so it feared a bad ending. Or you continued. Good job. I guess, T-Jock. Hi, though. It's normal Chris behavior. I wouldn't ask questions, Rect. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night, though I am for the most part. Haven't been doing a ton, whatever the frick that means. I was working on this map a little bit and something else related to this map, and then I played a little bit of Rocket League. So it's about that is this map in a nutshell, yes. Hello, Clumsy. Oh yeah, you're gonna work on Red Pool rooms, right, T-Jock? I'm just curious. Because I'm trying to remember where everybody should be, and yeah. Georgie Bros at roller rink. I will tell you, Georgie Bros, if you don't finish it, it's not a huge deal, because that's not one of the things I am using, but obviously if you're gonna get it finished, get it finished. I'm not gonna hate on that. Just, don't force yourself to spend 20 hours consecutively. Hold down, pool red. Whoa. How are you gonna do that, actually? I don't think I want to know. I'm afraid to ask if this is an actual video on the internet. It probably is, because it's the internet, but... These trees sure are close together. Not that that's a bad thing. And I gotta add bushes and stuff on the ground. At some point. Cool. Hello, Acid. It is? Okay. I'm not sure why I'm surprised. So this is gonna be my life for the next 40 minutes, probably. I might take a break from it at some point, but I'm torn because I have all the materials in my inventory actively, so I feel like it'd be dumb to do something else and then come back. I don't know. Yeah, look at how little of the section I've done, though, that I laid out. Oh, my goodness. What are those trees? They're just trees. I don't know. Hold on, I can show the image. If I can find the sublevel. The movie car is a Volkswagen type of car in the universe. That's great. This current level is 6.1, by the way, if anybody wants to know. What did I just see? Hold on. Okay, I did see Merry Christmas. I thought I read that right. There are 2 6 sublevels I plan on doing. Can I open this in a new tab and show that tab? Yes, I can. Let me drag OBS over. Display. This one. Alright. We good? Yeah. You can see that it's 15 degrees where I am. That's about all you get. But that's what I'm kind of trying to go off of. It's described, though, as like having a canopy kind of at the top. So that's what I'm doing with the mangrove roots. And it also has descriptions of the trees being dead, which those definitely seem a little dead, yeah. Those trees, yeah, basically. I almost wonder if I should mark where I want all the trees and then build the mangrove around it instead of building the mangrove and then adding the trees around. Huh. Maybe. Yeah, because, like, I could do, you know, this. Yeah, I'm not opposed to doing it this way. I just gotta make sure that I don't cluster too much here. Hello, player K7. I figured, I know he's kind of normally busy on Saturdays. I assumed he wasn't gonna. I thought about actually streaming it Sunday because I thought he'd have a higher chance of joining, but I was like, I want to just get it today, and, you know, I'll get him on one day to help with 6 or whatever level he wants to help with. 6 is probably what I would prefer. I think he be a part of, because I don't know how much of a plan he has, so I don't really want to touch, like, the interior of it, you know? Other than adding what I added here, but, like, I don't really want to... Other than I did, like, this little section of it. I think I did from that peak to the end. But I don't want to be touching his central area. Once he maybe gets some of it kind of figured out, I can assist where I'm able, but... You know, is that a good amount of trees? I'll probably have to build them up to see. Yeah, that looks terrible. There's music in the back rooms. I'm fairly certain there is. I feel like Fun has music, doesn't it? Or is that just a specific thing to escape the back rooms that I'm thinking of? Okay, yeah, let's just start bringing these up. Hello, Mr. Chance. So the just tag, let's go. Yeah, for those of you who are in the server, if you know how to, thanks to detective boosting and whoever the other person was, Haxie, I think it was. They each boosted twice. We now have server tags. Yippee. So if you go into your profile settings and go to server tags, you can put it on, and I would love to see. Most of you, or a bunch of you, rocking that on Discord. I see a lot of people have already. Thank you, Lefty. Hold on, I'll actually message for him. There we go. It's my contribution to society. Hello, Lolly. Put it on. Oh yeah, done level 3999. No, I don't think so. The only level. Very broad, I know, but the only level over 1,000 that has a number that we've done is the funny staircase one that's like 3 billion or something. It's actually a larger number than that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out how to read that number, by the way, sooner rather than later. Should be a kitchen or just leave it there? Oh, you don't want to make the kitchen? What are you, lazy? Here we go. Nice. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of the regulars have, especially. People who are there. Too much tree. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. Tragic. I'll give you... Well, I could give you the recommendation of switching it so the window's on this wall. Or you could leave it. It doesn't matter to me. Do whatever you think. If you don't feel like going through the effort of switching it, you don't have to, but if you want to make the window have the kitchen visible, then, you know, you can always do a little flip-flop. There's a lot of tree, yes. Trust the process. I'll get there. Look, it does kind of look crazy, like, approaching like that. Structure blocking this would be a fun time, I'd imagine. I'm trying to also, like, oopsies. As I'm getting to this point, how do I structure block this? Do I rotate? Like, do the rotating and mirroring like we normally do? The only issue with that is you're gonna end up having trees that are colliding, and I don't really want that. Like, I think if I don't, I would be fine, right? Okay, well, I actually have one there, so I might remove you. Yeah, I might take you out. I guess I'll just make sure that the sides don't have any trees colliding, and then, you know, go from there. Kind of try to make it line up. Like, this front is awful. That is technically fine. I don't know if I like it. That one is also technically fine. They're like a block apart in some spots, but I might kind of live with that, honestly. I could have no trees around the edge, but then that actually... One thing I've learned is if you have no trees directly on the edge, you can really see where the structure blocks go. One thing that I learned that from the Playco exterior, because if you look from above, you can absolutely see the grid shape there in the forest. Where the trees don't kind of cross. Kind of hard to avoid that though, because especially in a situation where you would be rotating them, you can't consider for the other one. Like, I think for this, I might be able to get away with preemptively expecting the other one. So, like, for example, on this side where that tree, that one there, I think you are, I can put fences and fence gates, like, here to act as that side of the tree. But if I were to rotate it, I can't do that, so I would end up with some weird things. Especially if you have more normal trees. These are kind of different, because... You know, they're very sporadic, but... Yeah, we are a cult. The floating house. Yeah, that's gonna have to get exiled, I'm afraid. 2 of the... Chapter 1, nice, nice. I don't really have any interest in building Scar? Perfect. Starcord Mall. I could look into it, but it's just not something I particularly see myself wanting to go through with. As of right now, I'm kind of on a break from starting any new projects as well. I'm just kind of trying to get this at a good spot to where I can throw something else in front of it preemptively, or for the meantime. There's one, I can't say what it is, but that I am considering starting as a project, but I don't know if I will or not. I've been back and forth on it for a while. It's like, I get the urge to build it every once in a while, and then it goes away before I can actually do anything. But, we'll see. Show popular time chapter 3? When I know. That's what I'll say. I can't give you any information, because I will have a video when you are, or when we are there, that will lay out everything you need to know. Every little detail that anyone could possibly ask for about it. So just give me some time, because you got IP right now. You'll have FNAF World not too long from now. You got the Backrooms tutorials, the SpongeBob tutorials, City tutorials. Still Security Breach exists. I haven't forgotten about that one, although I'm kind of not in recording mode for that. Yeah, there's a lot going on, so you'll have to kind of just wait, and you'll know when I know, basically. And that's one thing I'm really trying to avoid now, is like with Indigo Park, with FNAF World, is giving members too early of access, because generally I would just give members part 1 when I record part 1 for whatever. But I know if, especially with PPT3, if I put part 1 members only and don't say anything publicly, even if I do say something publicly, I'm going to have a lot of people questioning that. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out where I can kind of have that line drawn between when members get it early. It's not to say members won't, they will. That will be part of my explanation for it. But it'll be the same as IP was and the same as FNAF World will be, where they will get it a little bit, like, as part, or basically after part 1 releases publicly. You'll get all of the parts that I would have up to that point, which would hopefully be like 10 or 15, I don't know. Hello, Helpy. This is 6.1, which is, I think, Silvus Subterraneous, or something like that. I don't know, I got a goofy on him. Miku beamed! Have each tutorial part out of order? That is wild. Yeah, just, like, have them chapters. So, like, you know. But I am telling you guys right now, you are asking for it. With the chapter, you're gonna have to realize how much it's gonna be. It's not gonna be... If you guys thought 2 was difficult, 3 is gonna be a punch directly to the nose at full force. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be rough. Okay, I need to figure out trees now. Okay, so second block over you. I might just remove you. It's fine. Well, I'll push you over, actually, probably. So you're gonna be here, maybe, instead, just so I have another block between them. 1-to-1 Earth tutorial. I am considering a Earth tutorial as an April Fool's video. That is something I have been thinking about. Okay, what are these coordinates? Because I can remember them that way. 07, 16, 21, 29. 07, 16, 21, and then it was 29. So this is the only one that's an issue, the 16. Hold on. Was it 16? And I was just, okay, yeah. I'm gonna push you to here. Wait, can I do that? I should be able to. Well, if it's 2 off, then yes, I can. It's 1 off, but I still can. That's fine. Hello, Peter. Granny 3. I don't plan on building Granny 3. If you want my brutally honest opinion... It didn't make... Huh? It didn't make crumbs. That was weird. If you want my brutally honest opinion, I don't think Granny's a game that is worth paying for, so I'm not going to. You know what? Sure. It's kind of goofy, but sure. I'm down for that. Maybe keep this a 4x4, though. Just so you're likely to just fall through, you know? And just keep going. Because I don't want them to come to the edge and fall into rollerblading. I want them to fall straight through to the library. Because that would also just make it easier for the commands. Because then I'd have to have one that figures out if you're... which level you just landed in, you know? Android mobile? Yeah, see, but I have an iPhone, so... About that one. AFK? No, you're not. Liar. How did he type that if he was AFK? Boom. Mind blown. 98, 93, 81. Good. I think this is all gonna be good. Unless 98 was the corner. No, it's good. And the only other ones are the number I can't say and 61. 61, that's close, but good. And then the sus number, okay, cool. I'm just gonna call it that. Hi, Nathan. No, it's not. I just like iPhone more. I don't really know. Okay, this is gonna be a nightmare, though. Gonna be Nightmare on from Five Nights at Freddy. No, two less than that. Don't say it, though. You guys clearly are mad that I have the far superior phone. I literally don't care for the look. I've just used the iPhone so much that, yeah. There was somebody at Spirit that we were talking. I don't know why it was brought up, but it was. And he was like, his, I guess, opinion or expertise opinion, I'll say, was that Android is better just for, like, personal use, but iPhone is more, like, what was the word he used? I forget, but, like, more professional friendly, if that makes sense. And I was like, yeah, I can see that. Hello, Chitter. Yeah, that one. One that can burn in the deepest pits of hell with William Afton. Springo mentioned. See, because I'm a very professional person, I prefer the iPhone. Sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. Hello, Joe Byman. This is 6.1, Sylvis Subterraneous, I think is what it's called. Don't quote me on that. But it is on the fandom, so if you do not use fandom for your source, it might not be that. I don't know. Fandom is our main source. I'm really liking the leaf falling particles in this particular level. They work really nicely. I'm not really in the position to have more new people helping. If an opportunity will be given, it will be given in the Discord. That's where generally most of that shenanigans comes from. 55. What do you mean you were close? You pulled a number out of thin air and was like, oh, darn, almost there. Yeah, you're definitely new, Nathan. You can help if you want, though. You're in the map. Well, not in the map, but let me know if you want to join, because I'll have to open a slot. And, do I have a level you could work on? That's probably, I mean, there's definitely one. Yeah, you're definitely new as well, Chris. Yeah, he was, like, honestly just one or two away. Only 49 slots off. Yeah, Chris is way too new. T-Jog loves his slash pro. Are you doing the crazy room again, T-Jog? Are you back in that mindset? Guys, I'm new. Can I help? Ignoring the fact this is my map, I own it. I am trying to, with this map, give it more so lore than I really have any other map. Obviously, right now it's just a building, but, you know, the community posts I've been doing for it, and among other things, I want this map to have a little bit more than just, you know, levels. Good job, Barry. Ah, I see. You're you're gonna be under the library for a while, my man. I may or may not have overly larged the library because that's how grammar works. Let me confirm that there actually are multiple though before you get ahead of yourselves, because I was like 95% sure there was, but that 5% always scares me. So, but then again, it doesn't matter. I think it would be kind of cool to have that as like a repeating room. But I feel like that was like the no clip room, like the room you would exit the level via. Cluster 1, levels 9 to 99. Level 37, Pools of Regret. That's not the right one. True Eternity? Is it that? Thought I saw something. It is True Eternity. Wow, I'm smart. Oh yeah, there's chemicals in the water that'll kill you. The towers, yes. One not always definite indicator is a common marker of unstable regions is an abundance of spiral staircases within them and their surrounding areas. So yeah, presume the space above the roof is enclosed within a larger object as the fog would dissipate into the surrounding void. Okay. Yeah, so basically. New copper blocks? Which new ones? Are there more new ones? Are you referencing like the lightning rods and chains and things? Where is there a tree that is no top? Where are my topless trees? The chains. I really like them. I'm glad we have some variation in those blocks because, my god, we did not have any for, like, ever. I can actually use chains without them being gray every time. I do want naked trees. Have any of y'all heard about the tree exploding thing that happens in, like, really cold weather? Apparently it's a common problem in, like, the northern US, like Minnesota and stuff. This is my first time ever hearing about it, but... Basically, if you don't know, the, like, sap in the tree, I think, expands and will cause the tree to, like, crack open, and it, you know, almost like exploding, except it's not really an explosion. I'm gonna try to leave that. Yeah, they are. Basically. It's not like a true explosion. They're not like, you know... I guess it's more of an implosion. Well, that's not very nice, Chris. Yeah, I love the green lanterns. Those are so cool. I kind of wish their light level varied. I don't think... Unless it does, and I'm dumb, but I don't think it does. You there. Hi, man. Lore. 4,000 blocks. My goodness. That actually isn't that much in comparison to the ceiling of this level. The ceiling of this level, I think, was 30... It was like 31,000. You know, I had to fill a little. The jungle wood. You know, I haven't noticed that, actually. No, I guess you're right, huh? I don't use jungle wood, like, ever. But, yeah. Color variations of, like, any block like that, or any, I guess not block, but specific things is very nice. Because the more variation you have with something like that does allow for a lot more, like, weird block choices. Like using jungle, for example. Okay. Well, I have two things. One, this isn't, and two, the FNAF movie map would be in the FNAF world. Who would have thought, right? But this is its entirely own map. Copper variants, concrete and terracotta variants. I agree. I would like some sort of like, I don't want to say glazed concrete, but something like that. Kind of like how we have the glazed terracotta. I found glazed terracotta is a really weird block, but if it's used right, it's nice. I've been finding usages for it in like weird pattern kind of areas where I feel like I just need something more intricate. I don't know. I feel like the more I build in this game, the more weird blocks like that I start to use, just like the abnormal ones. If it exists, I'll find a way to use it somehow. This is really just like awkward to do. It was easier to do them one by one, I think. Okay, well, I'm up here now. More so easier because I don't have to worry about dodging 70 other tree logs at the same time. That generally helps. And I'm trying not to connect them too much, but I mean, if I do, I do, whatever. A question? I might have an answer. Doesn't Enderman scream? What? Oh, you've tempted me to do something. What? Oh, yeah. It reminds me of something. With T-Jock. And a Twitch stream. And a Minecraft command block playing a bell sound. Over and over again. I'm a cheese ball? It's crazy. Game on mobile phones. You mean like an entirely separate game or something in Minecraft? Well, actually, the answer would probably be no, unlikely for both. I would like to make a game, but not something I really feel like committing to right now. Game in my... No, still probably not. Small shopping cart? What are you doing with my shopping carts? Are you eating the shopping carts again, Georgie Bros? We talked about this. She's infested stone with a level 0 block to be safe. Perfect. Sounds like a great idea. Work arena. Activated and teleport me. Works. Bedrock is strange. I am sadly. It's time we talk about your addiction, Georgie, but I really like Bedrock has its moments for sure. There are a lot of little glitches that are more so visual glitches I've noticed than anything. But I don't like have those kinds of glitches very often, you know? Where the game is practically imploding on itself. My game generally works. This world has started to push the limits, I'm afraid, though. I mean, like, there is so much in this just one region, you know? Like, look at everything I can see right now. It's a lot. Above me in chat XP. Who's Spoon Man? What are you disagreeing with? You have to have a point to disagree against it with, or on, something like that. Game, if you're talking about, isn't it literally just called Ice Cream or something? That is like old. That is old AF. Game's older than me. Not actually. That's I honestly just consider that Granny 2.0. And it doesn't really feel like it differentiates itself enough for me. I don't know. Not that I've seen much on it, but it's just like... I guess I just think of Granny as a mobile game, and I think of that as a mobile game, so boom, mobile games. And they're like the same. Escape the place you're in or something, I don't know. I've never seen Ice Cream. You want to know if you're gonna build it? I don't know, that's up to you. Yeah, in the UK, I think. I think it's only UK chitter, but yeah, I feel like that's stupid. It's UK government laws, I think, though. It's quite unfortunate that this is where we're going with it, but it is, so. What can you do? But... I believe you've asked this several times already, and I believe I've already given you my answer more than once, so... You know, there should be your answer, because you should already have it. Trees in the middle? Is it just these? I have the full perimeter done, so I just gotta find the ones that don't have the leaves up here. And then I guess I'm gonna figure out how to transition the leaves through so it structure blocks better. I don't have weird edges on some of the trees that would have weird edges if there were weird edges in Minecraft. Actually, everything is a weird edge, I guess. Well, not everything. Some things in real life are square. So I know, then why the hell did you ask? Oh, my tree! Can't believe you do this to me. I do hope, I mean, I don't think they're ever going to touch vibrant visuals again, but other than colored lighting, I would love them to fix the performance, because good lord, is it bad. It feels like it's progressively gotten worse, and I can't tell if that's because my builds have progressively gotten bigger, or because it's Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know at this point. Is it just those two? I think it is just those two. But, like, overall, I don't know. Night vision without vibrant visuals on has become a flashbang for me. It's crazy. What, Chris? What do you mean? Oh, there's those trees. And I think all of the ones in this kind of region are done. I feel like it should be a tree here. Is all three? Yeah, it might be, honestly. I have done Into the Pit, actually. I built... Honestly, that's a skill issue, Georgie Bros. Just don't fall. But I've done both Jeff's and Freddy's Pizza, and I've done Oswald's house. And I was gonna do the school, but then I think that was like right when Spirit was starting that season, and I just never got around to it. Darn it, Chris, you got me. It doesn't look bad, it just... it runs bad. There's a difference. I think this should be the final tree. I will confirm though. Yes. Wait, so this tree would affect the opposite corner, would it not? That's crazy. It would affect both corners, I think. It'd affect that one and this one. It already has leaves in it, so never mind. That is fine. And then this one, I will... Let's do that, I guess. No, 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 no. Please, Nova. Allow me. Okay, so in like this region... Oh, this tree as well. Huh, okay. Where are you? You're 109. 109 and 160 are the two that I'm going to pay attention to. Just kidding. Those aren't the coordinates. Well, 109 was. I got that one right, and then I just checked the wrong coordinate for the other one. 123. Thank you, Dujak. I really did that well, didn't I? Where was 109? It was here. That's one in, isn't it? Oh no, that is in the end. Cool. What the trees say? Nothing trees can't talk. No, they can. Oh, okay. I see how it is. You can read the messages though, Chris. This is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be awful, but it's gonna look good, so hopefully. I mean, this corner looked pretty good. I kind of just like the very jagged nature of this. I don't know. It feels very aggressive, if that makes sense. Just remember, guys, though, if you want to ask a question, remember it's very easy to find that answer before you ask the question. My God, I'm dying. Call an ambulance, but not for me. I don't see any messages. Then have you ever considered opening your eyes, maybe? Looks kind of weird, but there's an orange. I'm pretty sure it's green, but I could be wrong. I don't know. There's no real indication or anything. There's no describing words in the name orange to tell me what color it would be. You know, just there's nothing there. I need more information. I added so many fences on that side, but where did that even place? It might have been there, but I'm not sure. I don't think it was, but it could have been. If you didn't have it open, it might not even show it, though. YouTube is a little strange. Oh yeah, time for some waffles. Just falls to the floor. That's cool. Like 4 years. I forgot that was a game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never finished Dungeons, funnily enough. I never found it fun enough. It's not terrible, it's just like... you know? A game I see myself going back to. With the intention of enjoying it, I should say. Ooh, that hurt. I like flexed my foot at a weird angle. Yeah, do that. It's funny how everybody's test, like, to see if they're back is a period. Literally every single person that gets timed out, their first message back is a period. What exactly is that for? I'm curious. What is the logic behind that? Other than it's quick to type, why specifically a period? You could do an A, an E, a 1. I don't really have a particular thought as big as you feel like, and that's a giant U. Actually a giant 4. As big as you want to go, honestly, like, it just depends. Like, this is good for this little section, maybe, and then you could have some more roomy rooms, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Roomy rooms. Like, more pool roomy rooms. That is somehow worse. Whee! Oh, I went right through the hole. A-E-I-O-U, yeah. See, like, that's what I'm talking about. Doesn't YouTube give you a time for how long you're timed out for? I have to get someone to time me out on their stream to figure that one out. I don't know who would do so. Who streams on YouTube that would do so, I should say. But... Does? Okay. Shall I test that theory on you, Nathan? Yeah, see that right there, Acid. That's the pinnacle of being timed out. I'm good. Hello, professional Jukerson. I had a dream that you had your me trying to formulate a simple sentence. Sometimes I talk perfectly, and then other times I can't talk at all. It's really quite phenomenal, actually. The amount of nonsense I can make. Imagine, alright, you made sense, but then instead of making sense, you didn't make sense. Whoa, you know what I mean? Whoa. How many trees are left? I don't think I want to. So many. Maybe you should get done because you're. I'm gonna miss you if I don't do you now. So. What? I don't. Yeah. It's bullying me. Help. Tree bullying. It is till February. True. What's happening in February then? Anything fun or just new month, new me or something? No. And then what if you missed? Rocky Road? Is it an ice cream reference, Nathan? I almost just said Gamga. You know, it's close enough, technically speaking. Gamga not here, though, so... Because he's dumb. Not actually. I made that more symmetrical than I... Why is that so symmetrical? What? How did I do that? Whatever. How did you know? Because it's an ice cream flavor? And it's you? You seem like an avid ice cream enjoyer. Is that a missing law? No, it's just a stare. Me when I get a YouTube notification. Ice cream is good. We got a Barbie flavor of ice cream recently. It was honestly not half bad. It was like strawberry, I think, or something. there was something funny in there, but it was good. I don't know if it's the flavor I would go to the store and be like, yes, that one now. But part 11 and 12. True. Fun fact about those two parts, I forgot to schedule them, and I don't know how I did that, but I noticed because I was checking, I was like, I think it was because I was thinking about FNAF World, and I was like, when does Batum 2 end? And I couldn't find 11 and 12, and I was like, that's odd. I don't know why, I don't know how I didn't, I think because I scheduled them as I went, and it was something with, I don't know, it was some reason. I think because I scheduled all of them when I uploaded 10, and then when I did 11 and 12, I didn't schedule them actively because I was going to do it after, because normally I do it after I upload them, but I just never did. It would have been noticed. I mean, you maybe would have gone a week without getting any, but I would have eventually noticed because, you know. Bye-bye, Trivia Bros. Anyone else, actually? Nathan or Chris, if you're even still alive and well. Maybe SpongeBob took over you. I don't know. Maybe you got doodle bobbed. Finland! Joining? What are you on about, Nathan? What is this guy saying? I love the instantaneous placing sometimes for multiple things at once. It's crazy. This is looking absurd. Turn it. Yeah, you did hear your name. I was asking if you wanted to join. Yeah, so oh lol doesn't actually answer my question. Cool, that does. Boink. New PBT5 teasers. I thought the whatever one they just did was really good. Was it the prototype one, I think? Whatever. Something like that. I'm excited for the chapter though. I think it's gonna be good. You're getting exiled. I've seen enough of that. I do like how well the spruce and the oak work together. Prototype left ball reveal? No way. When you open it? Yes. So the reason it does that is because if you have one here and you crouch and place, if you let go at the right time like that, you'll see this one opened, which means this one didn't actually place because you like timed it just right. So you see, boom, it disappeared. The fact that I just managed to recreate that like first try is crazy. By the way, I gotta say, who invited this guy? If there's any particular level you have in mind, Nathan, you can work on it. I don't really... I'm not really sure. You can maybe do the hallways for one. If you want. They're just like mazes, basically. But there's a bunch of laid out ones that haven't been finished. Or if you don't want to, you can find a different level. Whatever. You said what now? Yeah. I'd imagine it's more uncomfortable on controller to deal with it. About to get on. Okay, I'll open a slot. Why am I like dying? Yeah, I'm no longer dying. Presumably. Famous last words. Excellent. At the same time. X and circle, I guess. Circle's your crouch? That's particularly where I'm caught up, because my crouch on controller is right stick down. Huh, interesting. He's right behind me, isn't it? Nathan jump scare. Have any of you seen the TADC ad where they have the like Foxy jump scare? The withered Foxy, I guess, jump scare. From Kane. Circle for me is throwing my blocks like this. Not again, Chris. This level might actually be the worst level to, like, see something lurking in the distance. Could you imagine you're just, like, you're here, right? You got, like, a lantern or something. And you're just, like, in the shadows, just see warmth, just movement. If I could figure out a way to, like, recreate that, have something that always is just, like, stalking you, but never actually attacks you, that'd be great. Although that's giving me ideas for something else related to this. Blue box. Triangle is inventory, but so is square inventory for me. So I have 2 inventory buttons, actually. Yep, okay. Oink, oink. It's gonna look a lot creepier once I get the lighting and stuff done as well. Because I'm gonna have... The level describes it... Do like the rotting pineapple. But, there's gonna be like a level of light blocks just above here to where it's like slightly glowing from the top. Backrooms vibe. Totally good. Thunder's Forest. Something about the way these trees just like loom is definitely creepier, I feel like, than just like normal trees, you know? Like a normal pine tree or something. If they actually curve now, that would be creepy. I ain't doing all that though, to be honest. I'm better off would rathering not. Yep, no, that was grammar. 100%, not a doubt in my mind that was grammar. Doesn't mean it was good grammar, but it was still grammar. Okie dokie. Continuing I go. Night vision is off. You'll have to see. Sure, TJ, okay. Why not? Cave dweller? Oh god. I think the creaking would be pretty cool, because that's something vanilla that you can do, you know? Nathan is hiding in my roof. Untitled. Wow, what a title. Untitled. It's brilliant. There's Mr. Comics. It's your name now, Mr. Comics. Ka-chow. There's really no water. I don't know what you're talking about, Nathan. There's really not that much. Oh, wait, that's weird. Huh. I didn't realize there was water back there. I can't see my mini player. There we go. Had to move OBS down a bit. It's IKEA. Somebody started it, I think, actually. But didn't get very far. We have some, like, crazy levels going at this point, especially. Like this one, I guess. The total count of levels is, at this point, probably close to 50 that have been started, at least. And as far along, there's at least 30 that I could pinpoint. Yeah, the falling leaves here, oh, that's another good touch. I'm glad that I actually added the leaves, because I thought about just doing all mangrove and having, like, no greenery up there. But also because the ground is green, I'm going to have a bunch of, like, bushes and stuff. Nathan, if you actually don't have anything you're doing, you could help me. If you want. No pressure. No, this is the, there's got to be a pun I can do here, right? There's got to be one. This is the back... I want to say the back shrooms, but there's no mushrooms, so... I thought it was started, unless he removed it because it's an SCP. I forgot it was, but... Because I remember that being brought up. Okay, Nathan. Come over here. Or don't. I see out. Particles? Actually, I might. See these, like the hanging roots and the pale hanging moss? Add these around and do the moss kind of as how I did, where it's hanging like, I don't know, 6 blocks down maybe. Don't actually count, just kind of fill down. But you can go like lower, higher, whatever. Only go off of the mangrove though, like the roots. Don't go off of the actual leaves themselves. Just only off of brown, I guess. Let me see how the spore blossom would look. Kind of curious. How would that... Yeah, I kind of like that. If I could hide it more though. Like if there's a little corner anywhere where I could hide one. Any corner? Anything? Hello? No? Sick. I mean, it's gonna be... no, it's not gonna be dark enough. I could hide it in the ceiling, but the only issue... Well, actually, it might be an issue regardless. Because if I put you... I'll put you near the hole, just so I can check that way. But if I put you there... I actually might have gone high enough. Yeah, I think I'm good. Where does it stop? Do they only go down? Huh, I guess they do. Interesting. But I'm pretty sure they go through blocks. Like if I put one here... Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. That is so many particles, though. Holy. I'll make sure that's not... I don't think it's gonna... I don't think they go up. It doesn't seem like it is. Yeah, it does, Cooper, exactly. It is a lot of particles, you're right. Which is why I'm gonna add more spore blossoms. Welcome to Particle Paradise, or Particle Hell, whichever you want to call it. Yeah, wow, that's a lot. Firefly bush. I like the idea, but the only reason I'm going to say no to that one is that they glow. I don't want them to glow. Yeah, I'm having fun with this level. This is a nice kind of... It's different, right? We have the Firefly Bush, which is essentially the mobs. I mean, it is a little different, obviously, but... More life, yeah. But it also, like, it goes well with the falling leaf particles. Kind of have the mixture of those happening. How many more trees do I have? A lot. Wow, okay. Trying to find, like, some of the kind of weird ones. Like, these ones that are kind of towards the inside and get these done first. I mean, I shouldn't miss any because it's fairly easy and obvious to spot how they are. Also, careful, Nathan, if you go on the, like, very edge. I mean, it's kind of hard for you to see the edge, I guess, unless you're looking down, because I don't have it marked on the ceiling. But I don't really want to, like, directly touching, at least of the hanging moss. It should be fine. I'll notice, probably, if it ends up being... Where was the tree that I was just doing? Here it is. Right? Or maybe it's this one. I don't know. It's this one now. Spilled. Oh yeah, nice. Scaled or some other map? Well, if it's my tutorial, it'd be scaled, but I can't assume that. Scaled, sick. Bed. I'm not really wanting to texture like that. I'd have to do strip probably, so it's a little less like aggressive. But I'm trying to keep it relatively green and brown, excluding the pale hanging moss, because there's nothing else that is like that that's green, other than actual vines. But actual vines would be a pain to fill like that. So, you know what I mean? Just no thanks. Well spent. Oh, yeah. I started building the next one. I think it was Mira HQ, but I just never finished it. I got like a good amount of it marked, and then just said, eh. I kind of don't feel like it. Nah, I don't really feel like it. Nice, yeah, it's looking good. Once you're done that, if you want to help with these trees, you can. If they're a little too confusing, that's fine too. It is kind of a lot. It's really just fence gates and fences, actually. That's the main thing. And then I'm sometimes adding trapdoors and stairs, if I feel like it. Boink. I don't want either side, why not? Hello, Danny. Another tree. I'm scared of trees. Every time I, like, turn around, I just scream. Ah. The easiest to build. Yeah, it's a pretty small map. I should revisit it, honestly. Starting to kind of close off this corner, which is cool for me. It's a big map. That's the one with, like, the mountain, isn't it? It's about to die already. That's lame. Well, thanks for your contribution at least. It's one less thing I gotta do here. Bye-bye. Carpet on top of the leaves. You mean like up here? Like above? Well, that's not ending. You mean like above here? I could, because carpet does the light through. Yeah, imagine being a nerd. I'll have to see, because it honestly, I might not need it with how dark it's going to be, but once I add the light blocks above, yeah, I might need to consider. I love the fighting for the planes there. It's just amazing. It's always such a like disappointing thing to see in a game. I don't know if you guys remember when I played Ban Zero, there was a particular, it was like towards the end, there was a room with the like planes fighting like that where the two floors were like overlapping, and it bothered me so much because it's such an easy thing to just not have happen. Yet here they are having it happen. Like, just shrink the floor, move it over. Like, come on. You're just gonna leave it like that? Really? It's not a good look. Yeah, I'm just gonna repeatedly structure block the area. Oh yeah, right, so I couldn't even use structure voids, so true. For your suggestion. I could use barriers, but structure voids would implode, basically. Oh, there's so many trees. Oh, why are there so many? Me when I'm in a forest. Do I want this kind of open area? That's fine, yeah, because that can give me room to put, like, lanterns and stuff when I repeat it. Because I'm going to do that after. It's going to be, like, doing... Okay, wow, I see how it is. It's going to be, like, doing the actual base tile and then going back through and doing all of the... Yeah, I guess I didn't lie. And doing all of the, like, small things. Like, there's statues, lanterns. I think that was actually about it. Maybe I'll add some sort of Slender reference. Who knows? I'm buried deep in the forest. I gotta figure out how far this way I should go, though, because I don't want to interfere with... Like, I don't want to go under this side, because I'm going to want an entrance to level 8. Because level 8 will probably be... like here, and then, you know, we'd have a thing going there. Hold on. I gotta take something off of my reminders now, because I've been informed that I had an appointment on Monday. So in 2 days. I actually forgot about that. And because of the snow, the office is closed, so losers. Rexic on Bedrock. There are usages for it, but it doesn't matter to me, honestly. I'm not... Structure voids are the debug stick, honestly. I'm sure, like, if you've seen me use structure voids, you'll kind of know what I mean. It just, like, it does the same thing to an extent of changing the kind of property of how the fences or whatever would work. Obviously, it's not as... It's more and less friendly, I guess. It's more friendly because, well, it's easier to do. But it's also less friendly because you are limited with it. One disconnected. I kind of figured that it was your garbage internet. For Java, yes. That was the point, I think, of the discussion. Yeah, stop! Good lord, these fence gates are harassing me. Never thought I'd say I'm getting harassed by a fence gate, yet here we are. Nice. I think I'm gonna have another stair here, maybe. Sure. Level 6.1, Silvus Subterraneous, Pez. Something like that. It might not actually be called exactly that. I'm like fairly certain that's what it's called, but reading is hard, so, you know. It's like if you click a specific spot on them, they get mad. No, I won't do it. It's like petting a cat or a dog in the wrong spot. You lose your hand over. Not actually. Well, you could. 6.1, yes. The weather? Ah, yes. You act as if I'm not, Chris. Earlier this morning I checked because I was curious. My phone says we're supposed to get 21 to 24 inches of snow, which I think is a little bit of an overestimation. But oh my god, if that happens, that's crazy. We haven't had that much snow in... Oh my goodness, probably 15 years. I'm so ready. Actually, it doesn't change anything. Unless we lose power. I would be a little concerned if that happened. Yeah, do be prepared. There's a good chance some portions of the, especially east coast of the U.S. will lose power, so... I wouldn't spend your time worrying about it, but just, you know, have that thought in the back of your head that that might happen. Get the blankets and the sweatshirts ready, or the hoodies, I guess. I call them sweatshirts, I don't know why. Hoodie, sweatshirt, article of clothing, whatever. It's all the same. A wheel of cheese, honestly, like... Yes. Correct. Well, this level isn't actually fully dark. Funnily enough. 6 is the 2 sublevels of 6 that I'm doing, which is this one and another one that I'm probably not going to do in this stream, are not dark fully. This one has lights just like around, and it's got this, like the top glows. And then the other one has lights, but they're like so dim, it literally is just like there's no light. But it's really creepy. It's... Fun fact, the level is literally so cold that you'll just immediately get hypothermia, pretty much. Like, if you're in it without, you know, proper equipment, as the fandom said, you'll immediately get hypothermia and die a horrible death. I love the levels that are just, like, extreme like that for no reason. Like, you do not have to be all that Mr. Level. You can just be normal. The levels I've made or helped make, which are 0, 9, 10, 94, or others. Are you missing some words in there, or no? Are you asking for a list of them? Yeah, that too, Chris. In my scrolling and browsing earlier, the fandom has a joke level that makes fun of the Wikidot. I think it was the Wikidot. It was either the Wikidot or the free writing wiki. It was one of those two, and I just happened to find it. I don't know why it even popped up. I was looking up for something else, and it just popped up for me, and it's quite funny. Gotta love the humor. Favorites. Either 10 or 180, or not 188. Either 10 or 94. I was just thinking of 188 for some reason because you didn't mention it, and I was thinking about mentioning that you didn't mention it, but then I didn't want to mention that you didn't mention it, so I didn't mention that you didn't mention it. But I really do like how 10 is turned out, or did turn out, something like that. Words. For what, Acid? Hopefully not me. There's technically two, but one of them got switched to a positive number, and the other one I just like doesn't exist anymore. I don't know. It did exist, and I had the number written down, and then when I went to find it again, I couldn't find it, but I still made it anyway. So, you know. They do still somewhere. I don't get that change. Like, why? Why do you do that? What do you gain out of removing them? I feel like the backrooms with them is more, like, more scary. Because you're telling me, okay, even if the levels are infinite, right? Going infinite in both directions feels more unsettling than just in one. I don't know how to explain it, but even though it's technically the same amount of, because, you know, infinite is infinite, it just feels different. I don't know. I'm getting there, right? Yeah, I'm in, like, the last corner. And then I gotta do the sides for the trees that don't exist, because that makes sense. One, two, 7. I think I know what you're talking about. I think so. It's all you, TJ. The floor, no, I'm not going to. I'm gonna add, like, bushes and stuff, although I might bone meal with moss, or bone meal the moss. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Oopsies. I don't want them connecting. That is a no-no. Silly tree, you can't connect, or something. Could not connect to server. Keep forgetting that I want to add SpongeBob's house in this map. One of these days I'll get there. Okay, you there, Mr. Tree. I was waiting for you to say that. Or do that. Computer. There is. You definitely should get one. They're very nice. Step right up and win a prize. What does he say? Something like that. I forget. It's been at least a day since I played Sodom. And probably less than that for 2Joke. Yeah, I was gonna say most computers are Windows, but I guess there's Mac as well. Although I don't really know how good Macs are. I have not heard a ton of great things about them. Okay, it's just like these in the corner. All the others should be done. I'm not seeing any outliers, which is generally a good sign that would mean there aren't any. Holy, that tanked my frames. Good God, that was crazy. Why did that, like, send my frames into orbit? Hold on, actually. I'm gonna turn that off, though, since that's working now. Settings. More settings. Can I... how do I do this? How do I do this? It's been so long, I have no idea. Well, it doesn't show up on stream, so I guess it's fine. There we go. Bloink. Bloink, bloink, bloink. Bloink, bloink. Okay, cool. Concrete powder? What do you think, I'm insane? I'm not gonna texture the floor either. I am doing the least work that I can for that, I guess, kind of situation. Since obviously this does not look like minimum work. Bark, bark, bing, bang, yeah. Your laptop and screws are missing in the bag. Backward just lifts up. Oh, that's good. Love that. For some reason, my mic arm, one of these screws keeps popping out. It hasn't actually caused any issues for me yet. But it's a thing that's been happening, so... you know. It's more like a nut than a screw, actually. Like a screw with a nut over it. But I keep just, like, popping it back on, and it keeps popping off. But it hasn't popped off in a while, so I think I got it. But, you know, it happened. And is a concern. Presumably. What is that? 3 more trees? Pops off. I'm gonna pop you off. How about that? Yeah, now you're scared, huh? I'm gonna do this. It's the final trees, oh my god. And I gotta figure out where the ones on the edges are. So I can add branches in the middle of thin air. What are you confused about? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know. I believe all the trees would be tall. Not just these ones. Oh, shiver me timbers. That should be all of the trees. Right? Nice. Now, you there. Gonna add a row of fences where it should be. Gotta do like this. Like that, like that. Oh, the library. I was like, what is causing my thing to dim like that? That looks so stupid, but it's fine. Doing the walls? I'm not sure. I have two options I'm considering. I'm considering actually having like a wall of trees, or just... black concrete and not really worrying about it. I'll probably do some sort of thing with the trees, though. If you hate me, just say it. What the frick, Chris? Okay. You. 177. I would love to be able to see a little clearer. Just a tiny bit more visibility, please. Yeah, on this side? Oh yeah, there is the funny number. Well, the unfunny number, I should say. There's nothing funny about that one. Wait, I should be opening the fence gates away, shouldn't I? Have I been doing that? I did for that one, so I'm assuming I've been doing it. When in doubt, assume things. Random/block. Hard to say anything against smooth quartz. Smooth quartz is such a good block. Chocolate cake or cheesecake? You know, as I've gotten older, I've liked chocolate cake less and less. 23 and 9. But I don't know. It depends, I guess. I probably would generally pick cheesecake, but that's that's the wrong button is what that is. Only because it's the second one of the stream, you're going long. Who is... Ah. I'll consider it. It's funny how unprompted it was, too. Like, what was the logic behind that at all? Where was the prompt? Where was anything? Almost as unprompted as some of the stuff Chris says. Sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to throw a stray in your direction. But also, you know, why not? Hello, Tyler. Okay, that should be all the tree stuff done. And hanging vine. I think I'm going to add a little bit more hanging moss, actually. Like here I want one, I think. Here. Well, okay, well, that's 2. Maybe on this singular little dot. But that seems good, then. Maybe 1 here. Yeah, and then now it's bush time. Do I want to add the bushes first or bone meal first? I think I want a bone meal first, don't I? Do I want a bone meal? I might not want to. I think I would rather... I'd rather manually add it. Do I want to just cover it in bushes? I kind of do. I mean, let me see. Worst case, I can remove them, but... I want to try. That's good. Ignore that. That's how you spell bush, definitely. It's too perfect. Okay, so what this has actually told me about the bushes is they don't work like the other one. How did that miss a row? What? How? Whatever. But like grass and most flowers and things aren't actually perfect like this. To where if you place one down, you'll see it's not always at the same line. Bushes apparently are. So that's good to know. Not a good thing, but it's good to know. What else could I use? I might consider the firefly bushes. I don't think I want to, though. Who's Chris? Who's? I'm scared. Bushes? Oh, I can just do that. Okay. That's good. Right, because now if I click on you, yeah, you guys are good. Cool. Ah, okay. Understandable. Wow, I cannot even, like, see the ferns very much. It's brilliant. Grass time. And then I'll be a little more specific, I think, on round 3 with the azaleas. Revolution by the Score stuck in your head? Hell yeah. It's a banger song. That's not a banger. I just want to do bamboo stalks. Oh, that. Even if they're just like a couple blocks tall, that might, just having a couple of these around, like in the dead space between trees, that might be creepy. Might add nicely to my aesthetic. I have not myself acid, no. I was trying to just tap it. Just lightly tap the key and it was not tapping. Regardless of what I did, it would not tap. The tap master. It is, yeah. Two guys. The singer now has a different project as well. That's called Unroyal. And I think, I don't know actually, they haven't posted. I genuinely don't think they had a single, even just like Instagram post or anything in 25, the score, I mean. So that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Add a little bit more variation while still kind of sticking in the vibe. I don't really want anything 2 blocks tall because I don't want your vision to be blocked. I still want you to be able to see, you know? The double tall grass is to impede your vision. Okay. Oh yeah, the other thing would have been the light blocks that I needed. Why do I have a sign in my inventory? I'm gonna just kind of test here, see what I think works. 15 is definitely gonna be too bright. I'm thinking like 4 maybe? Honestly, probably not even that much. Three might even not be too much. Let me try 3. At worst case, I can do a replace command, but just kidding. I forgot that I have the tree in the corner. I just had to put it in the corner, huh? It's definitely a little brighter than I want. So I think I'm going to do 2. Can I just do replace light block? Do I need to have the number? I do need the number, apparently. I kind of want to try 1. I kind of want to do it. I'm curious. Okay, 1 doesn't even glow, apparently. Why? So it's gonna be 2. Yeah, that's pretty creepy. That actually gets, it almost looks like it's on fire. Like the mangrove with the like orange light above looks on fire to me. Hi, Speedy. Would I actually select the direction of the block? Yes. I'll just briefly give myself night vision, because I want to structure block this a bunch of times and then go from there. Of course, it's literally the one corner I don't want it to be. God, every time. It is the incorrect placement. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. 65. That's a little too tall. 45. 29. Good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I think I might want to just remove the... Do I want to remove the offset? Yeah. And then this will be 6.1. It didn't remove it. What? It didn't... Oh, yes it did. Never mind. So it should be... Yeah, no, it should be 0. That's correct. Right? Although I want to... because I have to place it in line with the gold. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I'll just place it in line with the gold. I'm gonna confirm that this isn't committing crimes up here. Cool. On this project. I'm overall really enjoying it. It's a nice change of pace. I can do this? Yes, I can do this. This is probably as far as I'm gonna want to go on this side, though. Because if I go any further, it'll be under the rest of the level. And I'm actually under the rest of the level, practically, anyway. Oh, this is not particularly great on this side. Let's see. Okay, no, that's fine. I just can't go further because, you know, this wall is kind of right here. See, the fun thing with structure blocking these is, like, for whoever isn't on today, I'm just going to use Gamga as an example since this is kind of Gamga's level. At least 6 is. He's just going to, like, go under it, be like, oh, there's an entire level here now. Like, it's just going to appear. Oh, wow, that's a lot worse. Hello, B Jr. So wait, it would be there. I'm trying to think, because I probably want another row this way. At least one more row that way. But if I place it here, I do, what offset is that? Z. I do Z negative 39, I would think. Yes. And then I can recopy. I don't need to. Felt a little unnecessary. And then if I go boink, you're going to load in correctly. And then I'm gonna just go. Honestly, I'm gonna just go until I feel like that's big enough. Which I'm probably not going to go too big. You want it ideally as a backrooms level. You want it to be very, very large, but also, again, there's like a limit. Like, maybe I stop here. Because that is, Well, the only issue is it's going to be really thin. Because I can't go into the ocean here on that side, and I can't go further than the parking garage on this side. So it's kind of just going to be long and thin. At least for now. There's definitely a joke in there, by the way. Yeah, I can't go further than this, right? Because I would go, like, very much into that. Not very much. I mean, I could. I would just need to... Where is the hole? I'm not finding that. There's no way. I'm gonna have to just, like, look and see. Okay, no, that is way back there, actually. Because I'd be kind of okay with it coming up in a corner. Yeah, I might go into the ocean. Should I, though? Because it might... It might be weird if I do. It might screw with some things. Thank you, Speedy. But I'm not building in that direction. Too bad, it's my space now. Beyond more. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not so sure what to do with that. I guess I could, on this side, go out more and just, like, go around the parking garage. That's probably what I'm gonna have to end up doing. Which is fine. Not ideal, but fine. Okay, let me remove the offset here. I don't really think Gamga had a plan, honestly. Beyond, like, the base level, I don't think he, like, had a plan of going down or up or anything. So I don't think he's gonna mind that an entire level just spawned under his map. The only thing I think he would mind is a transition to get to it. So... Yeah, this is weird, because I can go way further here as well. But, like... The spacing is just unideal. For sure. What is it, one more? Sorry to your house, Chris. I may or may not have grazed the top of it slightly. Checked. I mean, it's gotta be this one. I don't even think that's a fair comparison, because this year I only really have PP... I guess I only have Mascot Horror Havoc as a map. This and the FNAF map. You know, it's not fair to compare. Do I want to go further here? Let me add the extra row at the back that I think I should be, or I can add, right? Yeah, there's another one, okay. Yeah, no, I know. Still, I... had to say something about it. That hallway there is a little more important, though, because I think Nathan made that. And I gotta turn that into a level at some point, or figure out where it should be. How wide is this? Just as is, how wide is it? 120. Oh, brother. Navigating this is fun. Sectoring, good job. Now get on. It's over 100 still. I mean... Wow, no, yeah, because that'd be 120, I guess, actually. Since it's squares of 4, or grid of 40. And times 3 is 120. I maybe could extend these 3 tiles over. Can I get a 4th in? I don't think I can. I think the 4th one is gonna eat the wall. Actually, could I? Where is that? Right here. Except you can't make me do it. That's where you're wrong. If I went that far, I might as well just bring the whole thing over. But I'm scared to try because I know it's gonna evaporate something. I prefer anything with a bit of method to its madness. Like this kind of has method, but even then it gets boring real quick. I'm okay with just opening this side, and I guess I could actually get close to 27 here. Yes, they are, man. Well, the only issue is I want to bring Pipe Dream out, and I was going to bring it out on that side. Actually, never mind, because that I can't screw with. So I'll bring it out on this side whenever I get there. So yeah, I'll go up against this. That's cool. And then whatever weird shaping I have, I can figure it out. I'll bring it row at a time. I was going to go 2 over immediately, but I actually don't know if I have room for all that, so... Can I go one more? Maybe? Barely, yes. But that means this thing is getting abolished. Actually, no, it doesn't, because I, forgot it doesn't matter. Rest in peace, that, beacon beam, though. But it's gonna end up... Oh, I can go over, couldn't wait. Am I gonna go over? Oh, because the way I structure blocked it, no. I would need to... Because look, it's 1 block lower than the gold, and the gold is would literally be sitting on top of the level. Ooh, this might actually hit it. Yeah, no, it's gonna. Oh, that's tragic. I'm still gonna go over it. I'm just gonna have to restructure block it. So if I go save again, and then I make the offset here 1? I think that should do it. But then I have to place it here, right? Yeah. That's crazy. It also removes a structure block for me, which is quite nice. Can I go 1 more over? Actually, the hub might be in the way. There's the word abolish, because I can? I don't know. What other answer do you want from me? I might come check on your progress in a sec, T-Jock, so... Don't be making any, suspicious shapes or anything. So I'm giving you fair warning so you can put away the Glock and you can... I don't know. But first... Oh, dear God. Oh yeah, that's pretty scary. I'm a little spooked. Since you asked, I'm checking T-Jocks first. Oh, I have it. Oh my God. I did not expect to look up to a giant silo. Star Set reference. Got that sewage pipe going. That's crazy. Hell yeah. I love how unhinged these rooms are that you're making. Between that one and the sad pool rooms one. Help, I'm lost. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I do hope though if you participate in the Backrooms escape challenge thing I'm gonna do, that you end up in that level just because. In the silos. Yeah, this really looks like a church. Are you sure this was a warehouse and not a church? This is giving me church vibes from everything I'm looking at. Hello, Foxy. Once we get there, yeah, wrecked. It's gonna be fully open. I'm teleporting back to you. You were closer, I think. You like my smiley face? Isn't he beautiful? Say something nice about him! Hi. Say something nice, T-Jog. Okay, good. He's happy now. Where church? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Oh my god, the sun! God, that is so much more violent to look at when it's night out. Holy. But I'm gonna open it to pretty much whoever can friend me in time. I am down for like 30 people running through the back rooms all at once. The more the better, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do with the edges of this. That's what I need to think about. But my chunks just don't load in sometimes. You know your world is getting a little bit complicated when things just don't load in. Bass Pro Shops, the hell does... Actually, I can... Why can I see that? Oh, why can I see that? Okay, so statues. That's the first challenge for me here. I'm making these on the ground, actually. I'm going down. Think of like a Moai statue. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to go too big, though. Oh, dear God. You know what? That's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. There really does look like a small version of Squidward's house, though. I don't like that. Where is he going? You know what? Sure, why not? I'm down for that. How's this? Ah. Interiorize this. Wonder who did that. I feel like just blacking them off is lame. But I'm probably going to end up doing that, at least for now, and then if I decide to go back in and, you know, tree it. Good job, it wasn't a period this time. It's improvement, I think. Stop sign? No. Not yet. The structure voids are not to make it look like this. The structure voids are for me. It's so when I structure block this, it doesn't eat everything around it. And then it only becomes itself, whatever that even means. What have I created? Marker and pen her whole body. Freezer and floors, eating a chicken sandwich. Good lord, Chris. You're a stop sign, then. If you're being sarcastic. I'm not. That's the truth. You're a stop sign. Hello, Bun Bun. It's a statue. Like a Moai statue. At least that's what I'm trying to make it. The less light, the better. So. Put an anvil as well. Anvil's the base, maybe? Ah, give me a second. Oh, is it not, man? My bad. Oh my god, do you see that, guys? That's funny. Was there something else? .1, yep, Silva Subterraneous. That's such a word. Sturdy petrified statues. Resembling a variety of entities and other life throughout the backrooms. We're going with the Moais, because I said so. Wide variety of foliage? No way! Who would have guessed? Sparks of scattered buildings and pieces of junk can be seen. Chris, would you be interested in doing that? I don't feel like it. I can, but... like old wrecked sheds and things. There is something else. Kind of feel like getting campfires. Correct option? Exactly. Frank! Okay, so 5x5. And then I need the Z offset to be a +1. I will not. Probably what I'll end up doing is just like adding some brick walls. Okay. Statue. I'm going to load it, grab it, and remove it. And then for you, you should be easier. Because you're a whole 1x1. The biggest structure file there is. And you're also 6 tall, which is quite weird. Lamp. And then I'm going to go load, remove this. Actually, what I should probably do is this, so I can just place it on the ground. Probably same with you. I don't think you can place armor stance on structure voids either, can you? Pretty sure they fall through. Structure voids have a couple things fall through. But they also cling to blocks, so like I can show you. Like this fence, if I place one. Nah, I place one, you see it connects like that. Okay, can I find an opening here? You there? Sorry, bamboo. Wait, never mind. The bamboo gonna be fine. Yeah, that would just be creepy to be just, you know, walking around and then just stumble upon that. I probably should have put it there, but oh well. Maybe I can find that spot in a different tile. Try to go this way. Right here. Brilliant. Where are those fence gates? I'm gonna find them. Right there. Maybe like one more. Looks like there needs to be a lot. Right here, this is the perfect spot. I need to put the thing in the right place though. Nailed it. Version. Here's the small changes. Yeah, I would. Just so it's not all the same. Kind of like how we did with the Wii field. Let me find actually one more. I'm feeling like the back corner. Actually, I'm gonna go right here. Boom, 180. Should be facing me, yeah. Cool. Did I just connect to fence gates again? No, I'm just schizophrenic. And that is the end. Cool. And then the lamppost will be a little bit more common just because they're lampposts. I don't really know what you expect from me. I shouldn't need bushes, but they aren't going to actually lead anywhere. They're just going to be here. I could have them lead to, like, the exit, though. That'd be interesting. It almost just killed me. Almost got killed by a lamppost. Could you imagine? I could never. Like, that's the way you go out? A lamppost? Of all things. Wish I could, like, be in spectator and still place blocks. So I'm not hitting every single tree every time I try to do a drive-by. Like, bonk, bonk, bonk. Like, I'm just hitting everything. If I'm not hitting it, it's not real. Because, you know, like... Okay, and these two trees are a little closer. I wonder how heavy, like, the average just lamppost is. You know, I could do a fence around the perimeter. That's an interesting idea. Like a worn down stone fence or something, or brick fence. I might actually go with that. Because then I can through the black concrete while also not having to add trees, you know what I mean? It seems like a win-win to me. Speaking of win-wins, I don't know why that's what reminded me. I gotta find the hole again. Oh, rest in peace, the vine. I know it's not a vine, but I'm calling it a vine. I think I had one more, like, here, and then I'll jump around and add a few campfires. Maybe soul campfires, just because I feel like that's going to be creepier. And what about candles? I kind of like that idea. Just for some, like, real dim lighting. Very is a good answer. I like that. There's gonna be so many of these. They're gonna be everywhere. For real. Get out of here. We're gonna have to walk the full perimeter and break all of these, which is the one downside about doing it this way. Although I guess it is faster than having to... And it looks better than having to do anything else. So, or any other way. Welcome back, man. Gather around the campfire and sing a campfire song. Hello, Des. Normally you want to just stand on a campfire. It is physically and psychologically probably not a good idea. I would imagine that would bring a decent amount of trauma to the average folk, you know? Yep, there's two. Okay. Yeah, so like a 20 for like a 50-50 chance I'll just miss one at any given moment. Which is always exciting. I love that for me. Right? Oh yeah, we are too. I think like the entire east coast of the US is, and then some. Honestly. I'm scared to check if I'm there yet. Are we there yet? Oh, actually I'm past the wall, so. Sure, interior versions of restriction of house. So come rate it. I'll rate it after I'm finished breaking all of these fences, but I think 3 is good, yeah. 3 is that nice number. 2 feels like not enough, and 4 is just a whole lot of work to do, so. Well, it's tonight into tomorrow, I think. Well, it's I guess no, it technically is tomorrow. But it might start tonight, I'm not really sure. I am right above you, you're right. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna finish breaking the fences on this side. I'm almost to the end. I think I probably just missed one, but too bad. So sad. I'll see you later. Maybe I didn't actually, I don't see... Here's another one. The bamboo is a good reference point. And the one on that side. Back on Twitch too. Sure. If I'm down for it mentally, sure. That's really the question, if I can endure more backrooms. Yeah, it's good. It's simple. But anyway, I like this bed design, actually. That's really nice. I would sleep in that. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would sleep with your mom in that bed. Finger, regular cat behavior, the betrayal. Hello, Matthew. One of my XP's because a few days ago. I want Sonic. Pac-Man is a villain in Pixels. How dare they make Pac-Man a villain? Pac-Man does not inhibit villainous behavior. Well, actually, I guess you could, technically speaking, make anybody look like a villain. If you try hard enough. I'm scared for the last size. It's gonna be probably like 7 million trees. Alright, well, that wasn't bad. Now it's time for this. We can see, actually. It might just be one a tile. It very well could be. Oh, but that's a really annoying spot for it. What is that? Yeah, okay, it's the only one. But it's against another tree. Why is that like that? Well, I should only ask myself. Oh, and I've hit a wall. I gotta get the distance where I can break it, but I can't break the stuff behind it, which should be there. Oh, not the... Oh, right, because this is the tree corner. Okay. Or the tree in the corner, whatever. That was in my face. Just straight in my grill. Okay. Could not have been any more in my face. Oh, I'm... I don't even see your message, man, that you're talking about. He sees this, so true. If I actually just, like... Imagine, right? That this is my front door right here, and I just walk outside and it's... No, I'm good. So I'm going back inside. On second thought, the outdoors isn't quite for me. Here's the next one. I love being directly against a wall. It's so much fun. And I also can't break the wall because it's concrete powder. So if I misclick and I break it, it's over. Yeah, look, we're to the last side pretty much. I think there should be one more in the corner. No, actually. I thought this was the side with the corner, but no, it's not. Okay, it's time for this. Where? Oh, it's gonna be the far right, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so here, where? Here, right? From who, Chris? You? Well, who else, I guess? Man, actually. Man would also do that, I think. I'm afraid. Okay, well, that's it. That's all of them, I think. Unless I didn't start in the corner. This is level 6.1. Sylvis Subterraneous is what it's called. I don't really get where the name comes from, to be honest. So don't ask me. Oh, this is going to be real fun. I'm so excited. to just continually connect tree after tree with a brick wall. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Chris. Man, definitely. Let's see. This new DM from Man the Mannequin. I am... Must have been the way. Why does every time I change to Discord that my stream breaks? Hello? 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 Okay, well, it's gonna be infinitely buffering. Come on, you can do it. It's brokey. Reset. No, that's the wrong button. Squidward. Yeah, you probably did. Yeah, you can join. Well, I'm just gonna do it this way. 4, right? We got 3. I'm scared to refresh my tab, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Cool, that fixed it. It's like a 50-50 between fixing it and just exploding. Georgie Bros, are you done with the level you were doing? The roller rink or whatever? Squidward, it is Squidward. There's sadness and despair. Almost, alright. The object of leaving the game, apparently. Really should have gone a block out. I feel like it's more interesting if the trees are growing inside of it. Pause. Oh, we have to deal with those trapdoors. No, why did I do that? Oh, good. There's on both sides. That's even better. I'm so glad that tree has the double trapdoor. Although that's actually the only tree on the edge here, so could be worse. Oh, why did you stop? Stop stopping. They're the same color. Yeah, there's another argument, T-Jock, for the blue being the better color argument. Squidward is also blue. And who's more relatable than Squidward? Krabs is red. Mr. Krabs is so greedy, it's insane. You wanna help me here, Georgie Bros, in like 2 seconds? Patrick is green, he's right. You just can't accept the truth. So this wall that I'm adding needs to be 2.5 blocks tall at minimum. However, I want it to kind of like be breaking in some parts. So it'll be like, you know, maybe it'll be 3 tall and then you'll kind of just like, almost like terraform it, like... like this, you know what I mean? And then maybe you have a crack there or something. Something like that. All the way around. Just make sure that it is at least 2.5, because I don't want people jumping onto it. I don't know why I added the third row there, but I just did, so. I'll help you once I add 2 full rows around. Oh my god, did you see that creeper, guys? Thank god I have my diamond armor on. Strider is red. What good does the Strider serve, T-Jog? Out of anything you could pick, you picked the most useless mob in the game. You know what animal has a blue variant but not a red one? Axolotls. Yeah, can't argue with that one. Axolotls are the best. This isn't a Strider. No, I still think Striders are more useless. Don't disrespect my bats like that. You know what else? The sky color in Little Nightmares is blue, not red. Other than in the morning, but that's still not red, it's yellow. So blue is a better color because Ellen is blue, basically. It's very, very blue tinted. Yeah, yeah, can't argue with that one. Haha, in your face. He's not useful, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. Don't disrespect Batman like that. So true. This level is so big. Who's better? Have you ever considered getting that one checked out by a doctor? Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Oh, brother. Oh, the amount of things I'm gonna have to break. Why don't I just do a slash fill with this layer? Well, I guess actually it doesn't make a difference. It's not gonna be any faster. Because of the amount of flying back and forth and the fact that the level is longer than I could fill. I'm just checking with this spear almost. You're gonna miss. But hey, that's the day after my birthday. If this video gets half a like, I'm banning man permanently. This good? Yeah, it looks good. Where was I? Not that far. Like right now. You are a BRB? That's kind of a weird thing to be. Should it be something more standard, like a fish, maybe? Or a piranha? Or a condor? I thought a condor was a fish. It's actually a bird. Fun fact of the day. I don't know why I thought it was a fish, but I did. It sounds fishy. Get it? Get it? I'm so hilarious. I'm a bird? You're right, I am. God, where did I start doing the second layer from? Oh, not this side. Make a fair point. YouTube is weird, I'm not sure. Seems like it's giving people problems with the fact that I made that change. So just kind of ignore it. You're chatting, so I can see your messages. Why the wall flipping me off? It's not very nice. Nova, why'd you tell the wall to do that? Because I mean, that's fair, yeah, I can't even argue with that. One side done, nice. Unfortunately for you, that is, I kid you not, the shortest side. There's not even another side equal to it, because the other side, it goes forward. So, actually, I guess that's shorter. That might be shorter. That goes forward. Yeah, there's not actually 4 sides to this rectangle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 6, I think. But I'm helping, so it's not gonna take that long. Oh, that should actually be like that. I'm gonna do that, and then that, and then this, and then that. And then that for fun. Chris, this would be a great time for you to do the buildings. In the middle. What, man? Doing houses? Yeah, but what if you did both simultaneously? Bet you didn't think of that one. Yeah. I'm the inventor of innovation. Innovation wants to be me. Whatever the frick that means. Oh, well, that's a long ways. Long way to run. I'll be right back. Watch Georgie Bros. Round 2, I guess. Wee. Do I want to ask? Loving my Minecraft Elytra beatboxes. That was crazy. Did you fall to your death? Where? Oh, you fell. What? You should maybe be in creative first. That's not what I meant to do, my bad. I meant to type C and my brain was like, yeah, no, S is what I want. Or live streams. Did you know I'm actively live streaming right now on YouTube? Bet you didn't know that one. I also live stream more often than I do on YouTube over on Twitch. Link should be in the description, I would hope. I kind of try to focus a lot. Well, obviously there's both here, but I try to focus primarily on the tutorial aspect here and whatever other content I can do. I am from the US, so American. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that, Nova. Guess what? I'm bad at guessing games. Sorry. Wow, that is gonna be against that wall. That's YouTube lag. Why not? Is the real question. I wonder if the spore blossom particles are reaching that level. I should check. I should actually probably go directly like under here. No, we're good. Just wanted to make sure, because you never know. Hello, Matthias, I want to say. Am I correct on that? No, I don't want to see. I'm busy. I'll see it eventually. I'm on the map pretty often. I do know that emoji, yes. Literally that. I was not talking to you, Mr. Beck. I feel like referring to you as Mr. in that context felt very passive-aggressive. I did not mean that to sound passive-aggressive, my bad. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I'm almost to the end. Why is there a... Why is there a red wool over there? Who did it? Who did that? Yeah, it's the first time in a while I haven't worked on 12 in a stream. When I say a while, I mean since probably the last YouTube. No, I think I started on a Twitch, actually. Perfectly normal is what that was, I'll have you know. Why do they get held for review? What is YouTube on sometimes with these things that they automatically hold? Sometimes it makes sense, and then sometimes it's like that, where it's like, so why? I'm getting there. I'm getting there, slowly but surely. And then I'll probably wait to seal off the wall. Until I'm done with everything else. Feels very like wave-esque. Not really my intention, but... Oh yeah, for sure, Chris. Yeah, you can just... you can probably sneak into the vents, right? There's a couple levels we could definitely add, like, something. I guess of that kind of sort with. How's it going over there, Georgie Bros? Wouldn't be the first, nor the second, actually. Not from Chris, just in general. Yep, it's actually quite fitting. That's what I would be saying if you lived there. It is for sure illegal, but like, what does it fall under, technically? Some sort of private information leaking or something? No, not exactly. Just personal information in general. Remember, it's not just your home address that is considered for that. I know you're about to go to Google and find it. Find who did it if that was the case. I can see your Your progress, Georgie Bros. I'm gonna meet you in the middle. I'm coming around. I'm actually have you oh my god, words. Have you help me with the next part too, which is more fun than this, don't worry. What just loaded in? Oh, the hotel. Hello, Chronological Chronicles. That's a great name. 10 out of 10 for me, no complaints. Wait, you'd be fired for complaining? Why did he deserve it? What did he do? I would hope you wouldn't. I'm assuming that you're not old enough to have one. I don't think I'd trust myself to drive a bus. I would... It is a lot of responsibility as a bus driver. Trust me once. You got that section. Okay. Said again, nice job. Definitely. My waffles! Can I find like an open space where I can't see anything around me? As a lamppost. Right here looks pretty good. Never mind, there's a statue there. A moai. About here. I'm not seeing much other than everything else. Hi there. If you, how do I even, like, explain this? There's, like, a bunch of, like, worn down sheds and things kind of just scattered about. Try to find open areas and just build something like this. Doesn't have to be exact, but at least see the vision. Hopefully. I'm gonna have the door off its hinges. Oh yeah. And then inside will be a wooden floor. Oh yeah. Something like that. Maybe... How many more? I honestly feel like only like 3 of these. Hello, Huggy. Hello, Agent Mothman. Oh, pizza. Voice crack. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't have a voice crack. Try to go far away. That's my only, like, yeah, if you want to go into that far corner, maybe. And then I'm gonna find something sort of in the middle. Maybe. Ew, shut up. You're just mad because you looked in the mirror this morning. This is level 6.1. It's called Silvus Subterraneous, and it's weird. That's all the information you need. Hey, look, I'm in the corner. Get out of here. Shoo. Scram. Got this one, like, a lot more worn down. Like, maybe I'll do... Don't have a mirror? What did you do with it? Did you punch a hole through your mirror? Silly goose. What, Isaiah? Rest in peace, the area above this door, I guess. I'm gonna do one of these. So, you're saying that he implied it racially when he didn't know? That's like if Nova said, hey guys, I like cheese, and I'm like, no, I'm lactose intolerant, that's offensive, you said that because you hate me. It just, you know what I mean? That doesn't quite make sense. It's a check, and I don't know is my answer. My last remaining brain cells are fighting for 4th place right now. What is this? Fighting for who can be last. Okay. I go take a peekaboo over here. Nice. I see you. I'm gonna start filling the perimeter wall. That sounds like a terrible idea. But one that must be done, so. This block. How far can I fill? What are the odds I can reach the end on the, not this side, the other side? Okay. You know what I mean? Does that make sense, guys? Right here. This should just work. Yeah. Because Georgie Bros is over there. You mean that one, right? Oh, okay, no, it is here. It just wasn't showing up for me. Okay, I see how it is. I don't see what's wrong with it. It's got the normal noise. What are you going into survival for, mister? We snaw. Squeak, yeah, exactly. See, he gets it. T-Jock! T-Jock, I'm gonna need your help. So I'm not, this is not filling if I don't. This is so far. Wait, no, I just need to do this. And then replace the coordinate. I'm gonna teleport you somewhere. Don't move an inch when I do. Wait, actually stay. One of you stay here. T-Jog, you stay here. Actually, I might have not even need all 3 of you. Yeah, cool. Thanks. I'm a dolphin, yes. Yeah, and I did not need that guy's help. So, glad he's gone. Alrighty, and then I think this should be the last wall here. How do I connect the hub to this level? I don't think I do, actually. Unless I do a tunnel. I could do a tunnel. I'm not opposed to having one come out from, like, here, because I don't think there's any doors here, is there? There's you. I could have one literally right next to you. Yeah, right here. To infinity and beyond or something, I don't know. Alright, I need to open the hole. Not me finishing an entire sub-level from start to finish. Actually, I guess I had started it before. I think there's a tree right there. That's perfect, actually. Oh my god. That's not where I wanted to break. Sometimes I forget how structure voids work, and then something like that happens, you know? Thank you. He changed a little while ago. So you can move now, I think, Georgie Bros. You're free. The only thing I need to figure out here is to make sure that this is not glowing. Not noticeably, no. Oh, this is terrible. 0 out of 10. Go towards the light. Wait, this is actually really creepy. Wow. For a level 1 that is wooden. Yes. Yeah. So technically it's not a sub-level. It's just like a rare thing that can happen, but I don't think it's, at least on the fandom, it's not considered a sub-level. But I did add it. The luxury lots, right? That's what you're talking about? Wow, yeah, this is creepy. I'm happy with how this turned out. Can I find a moai? I found a campfire. Does it? It does evaporate before it hits the tree tops. A moai. Yeah, this is cool. It is quite creepy, yes. I don't think you can eat a campfire now. Two stair rooms now, at least. Good job. Double the count. Spore blossom particle. Do you ever feel like you're being watched? Can I find a shack? Perchance? I found one! Yippee! I think this is the first one, isn't it? Yeah. I'll never find me in here. Liminal. Just hoping. True. Yeah, this does have a liminal feel to it. More creepy than liminal, but definitely a little bit. Ah. Yeah, imagine standing like here. You know, being at the campfire and then you just see like... Do something, Georgie Bros, where I can see you. Not that close. Go a little back. Further. Go to like here maybe, behind this tree. Yeah, just like seeing movement like in the distance like that. Oh, that'd be terrifying. That's giving me ideas for something entirely unrelated. Well, it is related to this map, but not as related as it should be. You'll see. Can I find the exit now? Probably. I don't think there's a chance. Well, actually, if I find the front corner, maybe. It's next to a tree. Yeah, I don't think this is happening. Yeah. Sick. I just didn't type anything, apparently. I looked away at chat and I typed Mo instead of NI. You can do it. Okay, I can't do it, apparently. Yeah, nice. Can't wait for Gamga to come on soon and just discover an entire sub-level. Farm for his level. That's a lot of blocks, Chris. You done massacred that house. Which one did I see? Not this one. That's a whole bathtub. H1CE. Oh, you got the glow light in. Wait, where's the door? At the back. The king must be... Oh, that's a little creepy. Thanks, Speedy. I want to take a shower. Warm. Bathroom. So some of these guys just don't sleep. Is that what I'm seeing, Chris? Food. Bunk bed. I'm like considering it, yeah. It just, I wouldn't want to put something in prank. I wouldn't want to put something in like that I don't have, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of want it to reflect the map very well. But I mean, you know, I think it'd be fun to play with. No, they hunt. So they're just never sleeping, that's good. Did it fit in one structure block, T-Jock? It looks like it did. I'm impressed. Alright, now, I kind of want to try navigating to it. I'm going to keep night vision on, because it's going to be too dark if I don't. What do you guys think about flashlights? Like, making, or having flashlights you can find. The only issue I have with it is certain levels like 6, I wouldn't want them to be able to use a flashlight in, and I don't know how I would, you know, manage that. I like it. It looks good. That's definitely what I said. Totally. It's been 37 days. I'm still in the red pool rooms. It's been 37 days. I finally escaped. Actually, I didn't even say 37 with the intention of pool rooms, but, wow. Do you want this filled with water, T-Jack? The, like, middle here? Do you want water here? Hold on. I can. Don't do that to poor little Rambly. And Indigo Park. What? Oh, okay. There's like a whole secret corridor under here. That's good. Some lag for sure. I don't know what lag you're talking about. Joke's on you. I already forgot what you were talking about. Bell better, please. I'm begging you. Is this all centered? Oh, that, okay, yeah, that's why. I was wondering why it was being like that. Two plus 2 times 2 equals 6. And if you have any other answer, you're wrong. It is 6, yes. I know I'm right. 21. 22 if I'm standing on top of the water. Noted. And to get unstranded. Duh. What is this monstrosity of an area? Yeah, very clearly. So. How, since you're making those houses, are you, like, about at that section, Chris, where you're gonna start placing those ones? I'm just curious. As I'm getting closer to that level in my notes. As I'm gonna say. Thank you, Georgie Bros. My bad. It was a misinput. Add hills and then add the houses on top of the town area. Okay, cool. Yeah. Sick. Boom. Oh, I like this transition. That's cool. Is this the one with the scaffolding? No, it's not. Okay. I was gonna scaffold it. Oh wow, this goes deep. Oh, you went all the way down to the bottom. Okay, that checks out. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm teleporting to you. What are we pointing at? Okay. From this corner. It's a block or two. I was gonna do the boiler room pipes in the stream, but I'll probably save that for the Twitch tonight. Assuming it's Backrooms. $103. So that'd be 480 blocks. That's quite long. A pretty small room, to be honest. 94. You can do both, but I'd prefer 94 to get more done. But, I mean, you know. Chances are, because it's 30 different things, I'll be there in like 2 weeks probably. For the actual getting screenshots part, so, you know. If you want to do the forbidden pipes here, you can, Georgie Bears. I'm not going to force you because I did a huge section of them recently, but it's not that much left. So, the choice is yours. I realize that placing them is painful, though. I might start the other 6 sub-level. I might just, like, do all of the 6 stuff. And then I would just have to wait on either communication with Gamga or just... Hi? Or Gamga to just actually get on and do this. Depending on if I get invested in something else immediately. Yeah, I would. If I'm not invested. One thing I am considering here, this might be dumb, but, okay, bye. No, bro, scared of the pipes. Is with this sub-level, where... I'm just gonna break in. I'm considering continuing this up. More so to where, like, maybe you can access that one, sure. Or, there's another one, wasn't there? Yeah, that one or something. But more so that you can go up further. So, like, you hit this point where you would leave. Sometime, there we go. You hit this point where you would leave. Or alternatively, you continue going up and you reach one and you just like kind of can bounce around between a couple skyscrapers here. It wouldn't probably lead anywhere, but just to kind of give some sort of, one, variation, and two, make that sub-level bigger. Because it's just one hallway right now. But we'll see. One level that also needs to be done soon or touched up by somebody's end. At the end, I should say. I have most of it, like, structure blocked out. But I'll probably want a little bit more, and also just some of these rooms changed so they're not all exactly the same, like how I did with a certain number. Like, where's the... yeah, here's the point that I marked. Like, all this is good. And then I'll have to actually connect that into it somehow. I'm not concerned about making it overly crazy, even if it is just like point A to point B, whatever. That level too, but that level's actually excluded. I did not add that one to the list. I didn't add 570 either, so... 9's gotta be done. 9, I think, is probably the big issue right now. But I mean, to be fair, I might just import another couple houses. I might not even build any more new ones for this. Because even if they're not, like, furnished, I can get enough screenshots of just how it is now. And then I have the beginning part as well, inside of houses, whatever. Hello, Danny. To be ginormous. The... let me just look at the castle since I'm literally right here. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it would kind of... like, I like the way Escape the Backrooms did it, where it was just floating. Because, like, you could have some of it supported, at least so you can, like, reach the door and whatnot. But, like, even only making the hill go to maybe just the ends of this on the front and then going circular from that point, or even just back. If it overhangs a little, that's fine. It is the Backrooms. It's not supposed to be logical. Backrooms. This project started July? Or I think it was July of last year. Or maybe even August. Somewhere around that time. So it really has not been that long for how far it is. Like... and then I think... honestly, once 94 is far, I would like to be at a point to where we can... and not done necessarily, but close to done. Like, and once we can get all the levels looped to where we can do like a little challenge thing. And maybe even upload the map publicly so people can, you know, have fun with it. The image with the brim of the hill, reach the corners and go out. Yeah. It's tough. Especially because of the fact that it's like not just a rectangle, you know, you got like the pop outs or the jut outs on the sides. That's gonna be where your real problem arises. What's going on with that house? Nothing, just my Minecraft is bugging. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. That doesn't actually make a difference to it. You know, I forgot about this level, like, a little bit. Probably because I just kind of finished it, like, you know? I didn't really think too hard. Like, it just got done. Bit of spooky, what did you do? That's crazy. Does it go back on? Or is it just... Oh, yeah, there it goes. But I want to see how that looks with no night vision. Hold on. Yes, there are... Well, as you can see by this, there are... That looks crazy. Whoa. But there are... tons of commands. I can show you my personal favorite, which was done by me, so maybe I'm a little biased, but... I don't think I showed this on a YouTube stream, actually, because I think I did it on a Twitch, and this is the first backroom stream since. I gotta find it through the darkness now. Here. If I do this... Is it a square? Like corner to corner. Then measure it. Mind blown. There we go. I was like, it'll do something eventually, I swear. So, the fun part about this level is if you're in it, you're here. This is it. You just gotta wait. It's nothing to do. Just wait. Blah, no way. New PFP just dropped. There'll be more, don't worry. I think it's a 2.5 minute wait, if I remember correctly. Or it might be a 2 minute. Well, there's part 2. I think it's a 2 minute wait, because the 2.5 minutes is for it to reset. Because there's 5 command blocks that are 30 seconds apart in timing. So, yeah. Next one will be, I think, the light. Yep. And then door. Mine only. Mine. It's mine, and you can't have any. So yeah, that's really the biggest extent of a command that we have. That and what T-Jock's been doing. Hey, so you'll never guess what that was. That's actually diabolical. And then eventually you'll get... Oh, this door's open. Eventually you'll get locked in here, because I'll show you, actually. That will disappear. Which one was it, though? Oh, it's that one. So, okay, earlier in the stream, I had mentioned how this nut keeps falling off on my mic. And I was like, it hasn't done it in a while, though, so I think I got it on, and it just fell off. I have to tighten it by hand. That's the tragic part. Wait, do I have... No, because it's like a wrench bit, not a... I don't have a tool to screw this in. Actually, that's just not going back in. What? If I do this, maybe it will. I have to like push the metal in though. Whatever, it's out. It doesn't matter. Good job, Huggy. Anyway, and then the shovel leads out to this, which is also pretty liminal. It did pop off. I can't believe this. I'm coming back to you. Oh, and we're outside. Hello there. Staring contest. I'm gonna end though, I think. I'm also gonna remove this structure block that you left over here, T-Junk. Unbelievable. Where is it? Here it is. I found it immediately. Where is what I was working on? I can tell where it is by the giant gold tiles on the floor. You stole... What did you steal? I don't even know what you're talking about. Don't teleport yet. Yeah. I gotta go to the level. Oops, I tripped on a stick. Whoops. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.